100x coins, 50x's, 20x's. We talk about a lot of stuff related to crypto, obviously, on this crypto channel, on this YouTube channel. But we're going to do a little bit, kind of look a bit at the news, some updates on some of the projects we've already spoken about, and a project that I would absolutely avoid, which I'll talk about towards the end, which I think, some people have mentioned these things to me. They send me messages saying, have you seen this? Have you seen that? So we're going to have a little look at a few different things. Excuse me, still trying to shake this off. Separate, he said even chain link build started shilling AWT, which is Abyss World HQ. I really don't feel sorry if you missed the boat on this one. Been talking about it for a month straight, then when every other YouTuber's been ignoring it. I had it in a crypto tier list, but he is right. A lot of people are not talking about this. So a subscriber also commented saying that, because in the crypto tier list, I said that, it's a game, when actual fact it's a series of games. So also, I'll shout out to that subscriber. We like to make sure that we try and be as accurate as humanly possible. So, if what he said is true. So we're going to look at that now. Introducing AW 2.0 metagame matrix. So following on from what the subscriber said is that with this first game, Abyss World, is it Sinadi? Set for an official quarter one release, Abyss World is a collective term for a universe of games launched by Metagame Industries. So it's not the single game that I assumed it would be. There is a bigger thing at play. So it comprises a series of games such as Abyss World, Abyss Punk, Abyss Tavern, Abyss World Sinadi Act 2, Abyss AI Coliseum, Abyss World Online, Ground Zero, and others. The games will progressively unlock through various achievements, style methods, grown alongside with all players and stakeholders. Release mechanisms for the following games in AW will be determined based on metrics such as the number of registered players, and active addresses in AW, voted by Abyss Roundtable DAO, which is composed of Gazer holders and AWT holders. More details will be announced in due course. There's a video that you can have a look at, and then it goes through different bits and pieces. So it's launching in quarter one. All players will have free-to-play access. The initial prelude chapter game is an action role-playing challenge game where players will take on the role of the Ancient Guardian, or the Sinadi, embarking on a journey to slay the fleeing demons. Upon completing the game, players will unlock the Sinadi's avatar character card, related skins in Abyss Tavern, and get loot boxes which require MGC to open. Ways to obtain MGC, including staking AWT, participating in AW Social Fi, etc. More details will be announced progressively in due course. Now, this is a Medium article. You can feel free to come and have a look at this. You can flick through it, see what you think. There's a lot of information here. I'll maybe do a deep dive into this actual project at some point. This is its website. It does look good. You can't deny it does look good. If you want to have a little look at the trailer here as well, we can have a quick look at this. I don't sound for you. It does look good, and fair play to it. If you want to have a little, like I say, if you want to flick through this yourselves, it's not something that I can show you in total. It goes on for a few minutes, but it's interesting. It's certainly interesting, right? So Abyss World is a third-person ARPG game. Players will explore the traces of the old tide in the vast Nordian world and uncover the secrets behind it. Once in Nordiana, the souls of the world arrive on the other side of the sea with the old tide, but with the emergence of the fire thief incident, the old tide disappeared. The balance of order was broken, and the souls were no longer attracted to the other side. The strange tide sound makes the dark sea filth gradually spread, constantly causing the world to fall into the abyss. However, it is the ancient lighthouse on the mysterious island of the contaminated area. It's lit. The power from the world will be awakened and gradually reveal the secret of the soul's home, and the story unfolds. Now, again, not going to do a big deep dive on this today. We should have a quick brief look at it and then touch on a few other bits and pieces through the world of crypto. And also, as well, a bit of news for you. Bitcoin ETF ads may appear on Google starting Monday. Community speculates. Now, this is interesting. This is bullish, in my opinion. The crypto community is pondering the potential impact on spot Bitcoin ETFs, given Google's handling of 100,000 searches per second. Imagine the revenue they're putting through Google ads and stuff. So Cointelegraph have put this article out. Feel free again to come and have a look through this yourselves. But on Monday, January the 29th, Google is set to update its policies to allow certain cryptocurrency products to be advertised on major search engines. Bitcoin exchange-traded funds, ETFs, appear likely to meet the criteria, sparking speculation within the crypto industry. In December 2023, Cointelegraph reported that Google's crypto-related ads policy will be revised on January the 29th to allow ads from advertisers offering cryptocurrency coin trust targeting the United States. So that's interesting. With the recent approval of 11 spot Bitcoin ETFs by the United States Securities and Exchange Commission on the 10th of Jan, investors purchasing shares in spot Bitcoin ETF acquire a stake in the fund's Bitcoin holdings. This aligns with Google's updated requirements. So we're going to see Bitcoin now really push through advertisement. It'll be the biggest advertising push I would imagine that Bitcoin's ever had. So what will tend to happen from that is the more eyes you get on a project, the more likely people are to get invested and involved, particularly people who are not necessarily into cryptocurrency. This could be a trust issue because obviously over the years, crypto's been funded very heavily. Could this be something that will then bring a lot of normies or a lot of NPCs, whatever you want to decide to say, people who are not basically involved in crypto, who may have an interest, but are slightly put off by some of the scams that you see reported in the news. So this is something that might be interesting and could change things quite significantly. Back to Abyss World that we talked about before. It is pumping. Someone in the comment section told me that it was pumping too. It's doing really, really well. If we look at its max chart, it's still relatively low. So this could be a buying opportunity. Several certainly said it was. It looks like it may well be. So probably he's right. And thank you for the subscriber as well who pointed out that it is a series of games and not an individual game. Labs. Now, you know my thoughts on Labs, and Yen Wong and Myrtleology are going to be on an exciting live session where they talk about plans for 2024. Now, you'll remember I've done a series of videos about Labs, and I believe, in my opinion, they fucked over a lot of investors, including myself, who was invested in the project. If you have any information that you want to provide me that that is substantial, anything that we can talk about regarding this, contact me. There's an email address on my YouTube channel. Let me know if you've got any sort of information that you want to come and speak about this. I know they've got an unofficial Labs price prediction on Telegram, where a lot of people, are trying to join forces and basically work out why Labs did what they did. I still hold that Owner Circle NFT, which is probably worth the same as toilet paper, only less difficult to wipe. So he's going to be live anyway. Yen Wong, a guy behind it, along with Bernard Lau and a few other players within that within this particular StainX project, which was obviously backed by Labs. Labs was the token that we held. I obviously told you when I sold my Labs. I know a few people held on a bit longer. I think something seriously wrong has happened, in my opinion. But obviously, it's only speculation. It's my opinion. It's what I think. But it says, get ready for a community-focused AMA, bringing you insights into Labs' future and how you play a crucial role. Save the date, mark your calendars, and bring your questions. I'm sure there'll be plenty of questions, that's for sure. It's on February the 1st at 8 p.m. SGT. Is that Singapore time? I'm not sure. But that's when it's going to be out. So if you want to come and, if anyone who currently holds Labs want to come and maybe have their questions answered, then this may be the time to do it. Whether he'll address them, I don't know, but it will be interesting. If you want to take a look at how Labs is performing at the minute, it's down 1.8%. Market cap's fucking horrendous. Max chart, awful. For me, it just feels dead, and it still leaves a bitter taste in my mouth because I think the sector has got a lot of potential. Real estate, resorts, things like that, tokenizing that, I think that's got a lot of potential. However, I feel that the way they went about this has been horrendous for everyone concerned. Router protocol, the root price today, I don't know whether it was FUD or not. I've been at work all day, but I try and check in as much as I can. I tried to, when I finished the 12-hour shift this evening, go through as much as I could. This could be FUD, it could not be. I don't know the full ins and outs yet, but I believe that obviously the total supply at the minute is 20 million tokens, which is great. I really like scarcity. I think this is good. There was talk in maybe one of their telegrams or something that they were going to vote on maybe extending that to like 1 billion tokens, which obviously upset a lot of people. Price dropped quite significantly, I think down to just sort of around just above $4, maybe just slightly above $4. May have wicked to 4, I'm not sure. But obviously it looks like it's recovered massively from that, so it may well have just been FUD. Let me know in the comments if that was the case, but it's something I thought we'd touch on. Front Fans, one of my favorite projects, something I'm really bullish on. They're having a competition over yesterday and today. So if you want to go on there, it's a streaming competition. They're doing various different bits and pieces. They're doing some stuff. There's loads of different live streams that you can go on, have a look, chat to your favorite creators, whatever you want to do, tips, subscribe, all that kind of stuff, and then vote ultimately for who you prefer was the best. And then, they kind of win. It's a streaming competition that is over the weekend. So it is live now. Go and check it out, see what you think. Even if you're not a holder of the token, it might convince you to hold the token. It might put you off holding the token. But either way, it's worth trying to explore every avenue of your investment. I'm obviously invested in Front Fans. I think it'll do really, really well. I'm really bullish on it. And yeah, go and check out the creators if you wish. Here as well, the price has been pumping nicely. It's up 15% today. Its current market cap's around between 3.2 and 3.4 million dollars. So still nice and low in my opinion. If we look at the max chart, as you know, I've said this before, it's probably irrelevant now, but we got in around about the $500,000 mark, which is great for market cap, and it pumped a 10x to 5 cents, which was good. And then we've had some slight retracements. Obviously, most of crypto has been down over the past couple of weeks. There's been a lot of downward action, but it is pumping today, which is good. I'm bullish on this. Again, feel free to go and check this project out. I've done videos on the channel. Go back and have a look at those. If you wish, there's a playlist actually for all the Front Fans videos that I've made so far. Trias. Again, super bullish on Trias. I love that. Trias will not be increasing the supply, but we already knew this. 10 million hard cap, 10 million circulation, $100. Trias is a 1 billion market cap. I won't sell a single coin under triple digits. It looks like Kanye West is returning Kim Kardashian's pants by the size of that bag. This is a great post from Miles_tweet. I've followed him because I think this is great. So it says some Trias partnerships. China CFLP, $17 trillion market with all 100% supply chain data on Trias network, which is bullish. China Mobile, last year, $140 billion, world's largest mobile operator in the world. China Unicorn, last year revenue of $49 billion, third largest wireless carrier in China and the sixth largest mobile provider in the world. Huawei, last year's revenue, $92 billion. No need to present it. Docomo, last year revenue, $42 billion, largest mobile operator in Japan. Everbright Bank, last year, $20 billion, one of 12 Chinese joint stock commercial banks. Yen stablecoin license and working with the Japanese government, and many other partnerships and NDAs. I mean, I'm super bullish. There's so many things going on with Trias. The project started 13 years ago in 2010 and is the result of more than a decade of hard work and scientific research. Trias is today one of the most insane innovations in the blockchain industry. So when I read people saying, I hope it reaches $200 or $500, it really makes me smile because once again, Trias is one of the biggest projects this industry has ever seen in terms of innovation, technology, use case, utility partnerships, tokenomics, and I could continue. In general, I'm the first one to tell people that their targets are crazy. But with Trias, it's the first time I need to do the contrary. Of course, start DCAing from a easy target. But remember that if you need to keep a moon bag on one project, I guess it should be Trias. Again, I've always been so bullish on Trias. Here's something here that's interesting. They've put an application in. It was filed by Huawei, and on the inventors list, you do have Ambag Rawan, who is the founder of Trias, which is, I think this is all super bullish. And also, they've updated their mobile website because they updated their main website. Previously, we've done a video. We spoke about that. It's so much slicker now. It looks so much more futuristic. Really does now look as though it's got that feel to it, like a premium project, a premium website. The mobile version is now updated as well, which is good. Price for Trias at the minute is down 3.8%, but it has pumped over the last 24 hours. If you look at the max chart, we're coming up, and then that was the sort of pump there, which is brilliant. And I expect this to be a massive play. Again, scarcity-wise, only 10 million coins and loads. The ecosystem's huge. Go and check out some of the Trias videos. If you're interested in Trias, go and check out some of the Trias videos we've already done. It's just massive, absolutely massive. This is something that I wanted to talk about. So this is a project that I think is a bit dodgy. Again, it's just my opinion. You can take that for what it is. If you own this project, if you've got any links to this project or anything like that, feel free to come and answer these criticisms or concerns. That's its chart over the max chart. I think it's looking a little bit ruggy. On paper, the actual website looks really good. It's PESA based. It's financially connecting Africa. Sending money has never been faster, easier, and more cost effective than now. A couple of places you can get it on App Store and Google Play. Welcome to the future of everyday banking in Africa. Gives you some statistics, some money that has already been the transactions already been played on the actual network. So PESA Base is an international money transfer platform that allows users to send direct to mobile device through our app, direct to SIM card, or on ground via infrastructure, PESA Base agents and mini banks throughout East Africa. I don't think this solves something new. I think this is I think this can be other projects can solve this particular problem. But if you flick through, you can have a little look at it yourselves, decide what you think. I think the website itself looks good. I think I think the website's been built absolutely fine. We look at Dex tools. One thing that is a massive red flag to me is the 10% sales tax. So a sell tax of 10%, a buy tax of 6%. Yeah, it's not a honeypot. That's fine. But for me, that's ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. And then I'm not sure if you guys have used this, but this is Token Sniffer. So this basically gives you a score of what you think it is. Could it be a rug pull? Different things like that. Obviously, it's not. Nothing's ever 100% accurate. You have to still do your own research and have a little look and see what you think. There's no financial advice here, but it got a 5 out of 100, which is a miserable score. So the audit score is measured on how well the token meets the criteria for safety. Automated scanners like this are not always completely accurate, so you've got to take that into consideration. A token with a high score may still have hidden malicious code. The score is not advice and should be considered along with other factors. Always do your own research and consult multiple sources of information. Results are regenerated every 30 minutes. This was mentioned to me by someone. They messaged me and said, have you seen this? They think it's quite good. They were bullish on it. So I want to have a bit of a look. We're doing that now. And by the way, I get sent so many projects. If you want me to do a video on some of the things that I think are the worst projects, as opposed to maybe some of the ones that I prefer, then let me know in the comments if you want me to go through. I've got probably 10 off the top of my head that we could go through that I think are bad projects. For me, this I don't think this is a very good project at all. So the buy fee is high, the sell fee is high, not selfie, sell fee. So it's contract analysis. Source does not contain a fee modifier. So the source code contains a function which can modify the transaction fee. Ownership renounced or source does not contain an owner contract. So the contract contains ownership functionality and ownership is not renounced, which may allow the creator or current owner to modify contract behavior. For example, disable selling, change fees, or mint new tokens. This can be for legitimate reasons for not renouncing ownership. Check with the project team for such information, so you can do that if you wish. But for me, I'm avoiding this like the plague. Owner wallet contains less than 5% of circulating supply, 20.52%. So the owner wallet contains a substantial amount of tokens, which could have a large impact on the token price if sold. If we go further down to liquidity analysis, at least 95% of liquidity burnt locked for at least 15 days. This is only 37%, so 62.34% in pink lock has expired, and 37.02 until 19th of June. So we haven't come up to that yet, 142 days away. Not enough liquidity is secured for the minimum duration, which could allow for significant amounts to be removed. Rug pull, in brackets, note this test only checks well-known lockers and will not accurately represent locked liquidity from some locking or vesting contracts. I don't like this. I don't like this. I think there's something wrong with this particular project. It's not something that I would consider investing in, but because of it, it's been mentioned to me, and there'll be a few others along the way. Like I said before, if you want me to do a video on like a top 5 of things that I would avoid, we can do that. Just let me know in the comments if that's something that would interest you. But for me, even cursory digging into this, I don't like it. But if you hold it, let me know. I mean, one thing about it I quite like is that only 60 million max supply, but it doesn't look good, does it? It doesn't look good. So this is a bit different today. We've just gone through a few different things, a few updates. We can't do a coin every single day because some of the coins, you might not want to know about, or we'll get back to coins obviously, but today was a bit different. I thought we'd have a bit more of a bit of a recap on things that I was particularly bullish on, things that I like. Most of the tokens that I speak about more than once are the ones that I'm invested in, and I do want to continue to DCA into. If you like this video though, please smash the like button. Let me know if you want us to do more crypto updates. Let us know that as well. But specifically, do you want to see some projects that I think are bad? Because if that's the case, then I can do a video on those, and then you can, let me know what you think. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe with this PESA base, maybe I'm missing something there. Let me know in the comments. I always appreciate when you guys do that. Smash the like button if you can. That'd be really grateful. We're on 3,700 subscribers now, so we're closing in on the 4,000 subscriber mark. Can you subscribe? If you do resonate with me, then come and do that. Still trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. That's obviously the ultimate goal. But for now, let's try and hit 4. I'll be more than happy with that. So thank you very much. Wherever you are in the world, whatever you're doing, enjoy the rest of your day. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful evening. I'm going to go to sleep because I am absolutely drained, and I've got a night shift tomorrow as well. So take care. I'll see you tomorrow as always. Goodbye.